Hello, my name is Indy. I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. I haven't made a video in a few days. I have to make some changes to the format for my videos. I made some commitments to y'all about how I would do my videos, what I would say in my videos. I promised to always be honest. I promised that to myself, and that's a really big thing for me. I want to be as honest as possible to the best of my ability, to the best of my recollections. I want to be honest. Um, I also made a commitment to be informative, to give you some information that would be useful, more than my videos are. Um, I also said I would continue to tell some stories from the past, unless you guys don't want those. But I really do plan on keeping my commitments. I always do. If there's anything I can do or say or something that I need to clarify, please just let me know. Put it in the comments down below, and I will do my best to get around to answering your questions. And if you feel I need to say something live about it, I'll even make a video about it. Um, I guess that's that. Today, well, the last few days, I've had some things I had to deal with. That's why I didn't make any videos, and I have some things I really have to take care of in the future here if I plan on continuing to make these videos. So there could be periods where I don't put up videos for a bit. That's out of my hands. I'd like to thank those that have been helping me uh, in the comments for sure. All the videos that are out there, there's so many wonderful, wonderful ex-witnesses that make way better videos than I do. And I'm super grateful to them. But I need to thank the people that have been helping me with my videos. Um, I know they're not witnesses, worldly people, but I've had a new mic apparently put on here. Um, if somebody could let me know, if anybody let me know if the sound quality is any better now, because there was some people saying that they couldn't hear the videos properly. So that's been hopefully corrected. Um, I guess I should just start by giving the information that I think would be most beneficial to you. I get so much information from books and studying and all that, but a lot of people don't like to do that. So I encourage other people that their videos, their channels that I find either informative or I find their honesty is very helpful to me, and hopefully it's helpful to you. So I'm going to mention a couple of those before I go any further. I've written down just a few of them, and every day I'm going to try and, or every video, I will try and add more, right? Hopefully I can get them out there, and anybody that wants to can go look at those channels. I truly encourage it, because all of these are better than mine. The first one is Cuckoo for the Truth. I love this sister. You know, she's super honest, and she talks about different problems she has throughout the day, different things that she's remembered. It's a big thing, you know, trying to get our lives on track, having a proper relationship with our higher power. I'd like to say Jesus, but some people don't believe in what I believe in, so I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I believe in Jesus. He's my Savior, and I'm not going to tell you what to believe in. But Cuckoo for the Truth, I've watched a lot of her videos, especially in the last week. It's CUCKOO for the number the truth. It's all one. CUCKOO for the truth. Evie, she's been making videos for a long time. I always love her videos. It's EVIEBKLYN, one word. Another one I really like, it's a sister and a husband. It's called Out of the Box. They have some really, when they do make a video that involves the faith, it's usually really, really good. Kim and Mikey, I always talk about. They helped me out with some issues I was having just by watching their video this morning. I really encourage watching the videos they made today. Um, excellent, excellent videos. I've been watching JW Fader. This is a newer lady that's left the truth, or, well, the name says it. She's a fader. And she's incredibly honest. So I guess that'll be telling you about everybody that I've been watching, and I guess we'll move on to the next thing. My last video was incredibly angry, I think. On my part, I was very angry. I apologize for that, but I'm not going to take that video down because it was honest. I tried to make that video 3 or 4 times, then I randomly just picked one out of the bunch. I do this little eeny, meeny, miny Indian Jehovah thing, and whatever I land on, that's what gets published. And maybe there's better videos in there. I don't watch the video until it's actually published, and sometimes I maybe have regrets about what I put up, but I do know they're honest. They came from the heart, and I tried my best. I'm going to have to pause the videos once in a while because I start to cough a little bit, and I don't feel like doing that on the air, and I don't think you want to hear me cough. To carry on with what I was saying earlier, I watched the video from Mike and or Kim and Mikey this morning, and they were talking about how the organization is going down, what's happening in Russia with them losing in the Supreme Court there, and the Russians seizing assets, and they say it's a sign of the decline and how it is finally being taken down, right? I'm worried that because Russia is the one that's leading the way, and the Western world has a lot of problems with Putin, that this might actually slow down what's happening over here for us. But the other day I'd asked you to contact your local politicians, start putting pressure on them. I have some experience when it comes to business and dealing with politicians, and what I've learned is they have to be getting something out of it, be it media coverage or some kind of financial incentive, something that makes them look good. And in the conversations that I suggested, I said ride their asses or whatever, but it might be better just to tell the truth and then explain what's happening in Russia and how they're seizing the assets, and how the Watchtower organization right now is they're selling off property. Brooklyn, they're selling off their big ticket items. You know, this money's going somewhere, and they're trying to save it from getting, you know, taken away in the lawsuits and the rest of it. By mentioning this to whoever you're talking to, you know, it shows them that the organization, the corporation, is right now trying to protect its assets, its finances, and if they don't act soon, there might not be a lot for them to recover from this evil corporation. This could be beneficial while talking to politicians, especially when they think that they're going to lose out on something. They usually put a little bit more effort into things to get their hands on it, right? So it benefits them. I'm not saying that they're all corrupt, evil, whatever, but you know, it gives them incentive to do what we need done. We need this evil organization dealt with. There's a lot I could say about what to do with the Watchtower, what we should be doing, but you know, these are just my thoughts and what I say. Maybe it's fine for me and it might not be practical for anybody else, so I'll do what I can do, and I'll carry on down that road praying and trying to do what's right. Just waking up is such a hard thing to do for those that are leaving the organization. It's so difficult. There's so many things to deal with inside of ourselves. All that programming has messed us up, and we're having doubts, and I know it's very difficult. So to ask others to do this, it was inappropriate on my part. We all do what we can, but for those of us that can do what I asked for, I have lots of suggestions from what I've learned from the past, And if you'd like to hear them, just let me know. If not, we each to their own. We'll all do what we can, right? I, I watched a video on the Great Apostate the other day. He's doing the Bible stories, and I love them. They're just hilarious. And it was about Dinah. Everybody knows the story about Dinah that's gone through the Bible story books. For those of you who don't, it's about how she associates with people that aren't Israelites and gets herself into trouble. It's an atrocious, terrible story that victim blames. But it brought up a memory which I commented on the Great Apostate site, telling a little story about something I remember from the past. We had a sister. She was a little older than my older sister, and they were friends. She ended up graduating, and she went to college. When she went to college, I guess she did a little drinking, going out, normal stuff we all do. It's not bad. It's just the Jehovah's Witnesses make it out to be evil. It's a part of growing up. She went to college, and then when she ends up coming back, and things all of a sudden didn't feel right. There was all these whispering going on. And when I finally heard what it was all about, this young sister had gotten pregnant. And it wasn't long that her father was an elder, so it wasn't long that they actually had to say something about this. This sister wasn't married. She'd gotten pregnant. She'd gone to college. She was doing all these evil things, or things that aren't right, according to the Watchtower organization. So they told us that this sister had been raped while she was in college, and we were to feel sorry for her, feel bad for her because she's been raped. It wasn't her fault, and I don't know if she was or if she wasn't, but there'd been some problems before this. She'd been living somewhat of a worldly life, well, a normal life, and my sister told me at the time that apparently she'd met some gentleman there that she liked or something. So I don't know if she was raped or not, but this was used against us. My sister had pressure put on her. I remember this, my father putting pressure on her. This is an example sent by Jehovah. This is what happens when you go to college. You get raped, and those worldly people, those evil people, look at this girl. Now she's got to raise this child by herself. All that came up when the Great Apostate did the Bible reading the other day, and I've been thinking so much about this, just the evilness of it. This young girl, single, but she's at home with her mom and dad. She's single, she's pregnant, she's got all this guilt inside of her, and they're using her as an example of why not to go to college. They're always doing this. They're taking people's problems, twisting them like they do with the Bible, like they do with everything, twisting it, to control more, to scare more, to always put this fear into us. And it was pointless to do this, because we knew the rest of the story, because it had been going on for a while. Most people didn't believe that she'd been raped, because of all the other garbage that had been started before this about how she was drinking and partying and not strong in the faith. But this sister, luckily, she wasn't reproved. She didn't get in any trouble. Actually, everybody got behind her to take care of her because she got raped in college, right? That evil, terrible, worldly place. I'm sure you all have stories like this that you remember from when you were members. If you want to share them, put them down in the bottom there. Maybe I'll do a story about them all together. It's just the hypocrisy and the stupidity of it all. It causes me anger, and maybe I shouldn't be talking about it. But I thought I'd tell the story because I did say I would tell some stories. Today's video is not going to be all that much. This is it. It's already at like 14 minutes. I just wanted to thank everybody that's been asking about my health, and those that have really helped me out with this. Worldly people that have helped me with this video thing. I'd like to thank all of them. Maybe one day I'll explain what my situation is today, and why I am the way I am and I do things the way I do. but today isn't that day. So I'm going to wish you all the best, and I'm sure we'll be talking soon. God bless you.